to the big house, Michigan Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Red Wolves and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We'll say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis. The Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Red Wolves offense will get the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
To the air, it's Law. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as
he's got it way down the field. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Red Wolves will have it first and 10. Snags it, and there's running room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Red Wolves are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Was to pass. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Wolverines offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Already a solid start to this. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a give to Parker.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Jackson will throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Buchanan. There he goes. Got it out across the 50-yard line and not stopped until he brought it to the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Makes a catch. He's into the open down the middle. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Could be an alley. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Nice move there. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You can tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Makes it past him. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Oh.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a 1st down. How will they attack on 2nd and short? No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Hunt is on its way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to...
All by himself down the middle. The 40, past the 30. He's at the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Michigan!
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play. And do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They'll run for it. It's Parker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Surged ahead for a couple there. Second and 8. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top-5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. They're working that left side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Red Wolves back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first. Makes the catch, and he's free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. So now it's 2nd and long. Going with the ground game left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Rivalry. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Rivalry. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack.
He's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Mustangs. Not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the big house. The numbers sometimes can be telling, but I'm not sure how to view these stats and get a great read on the game so far. I do know this. The team that does a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half has the best chance of coming out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. He'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham at the half. He absolutely knew this was going to be a dogfight here today. With both teams undefeated this late in the season, he understands the quality of this opponent. He told his guys in the locker room, we have to separate ourselves, and it starts now. I'll let you know how that develops here on the sidelines in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Quickly out to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. The inside handoff. There's a crease. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Unloads quickly. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now they regain the lead.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Parker again. Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off, Parker running left.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Direct snap. It's Parker. Quick toss. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, the quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys. Over 150 yards passing, but they have yet to answer on the ground. They want to keep this defense guessing, not get predictable in their play calls. That means they've got to get better on the line of scrimmage and get that run game alive here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Got it. On the move at the 30. All the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And the extra point is good.
Offside.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Handoff for Parker. Picks up the first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Maybe some room here. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. On the option. Fights off it. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's why coaches hate to see their players try to lateral the football, because you don't practice it. It's just off the cuff. And that time, they put it on the ground. That's a lesson for that young man moving forward. I don't think you're going to see him trying laterals anytime soon.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Off the RPO, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Here's a give to Parker. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the 4th. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. Ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Red Wolves in the hurry up.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success.
Got a little grass. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
So much for jumbo sets. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 2.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. And he really needs to get away a good kick here. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Red Wolves sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this.
The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got the 1st down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Mason.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Grab near the marker. It's Mason. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Plucks it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the end zone. Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He'll take it himself. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 1st down ends this football game.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Keeps it himself. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Jackson will throw. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.